Niobe, queen of Thebes, had everything the world could offer: beauty, power, a mighty king for a husband, and 14 children, 7 sons and 7 daughters, each more magnificent than the last. She surveyed them with a pride that burned brighter than the sun over Thebes. No mortal had ever been so blessed. She was certain of it. On a day of sacred festival, the people of Thebes gathered to honor Leto, mother of Apollo and Artemis, and give her offerings at her temple. Niobe looked at the altar piled with gifts for Leto and felt something dangerous rise inside her: contempt. She raised her voice for all to hear. Why worship Leto, who had only 2 children? She had 14. Was she not more deserving of reverence? A gasp moved through the crowd like a cold wind. Everyone knew what it meant to insult the gods. Everyone, except, in that moment, Niobe. Far above Olympus, Leto's children heard every word. Apollo and Artemis, her Hector who had laid waste to armies, turned their gaze toward Thebes. Niobe returned home, certain she had spoken the truth. What could the gods do? She had 14 children. She was unassailable. In the plains outside the city, her 7 sons raced and laughed, never knowing that the sky above them had already made its judgment. Apollo's light swept the plain like a tide. And then there was silence where the sound of racing hooves had been. Niobe heard the silence and knew. She ran to the gates and looked out at the empty plain. And the pride that had burned so brightly turned to ash inside her. Pride that mocks the gods invites ruin beyond bearing. Niobe had 14 children and thought herself above the divine. The gods reminded her, no mortal ever is.